Hey guys, in my previous post and video, I talked about kind of our guest lecturer's presentation, and going on from that, I did some research and I stumbled upon an article that talked about kind of like an intellectual property checklist. It's called Startups Intellectual Property Checklist. It's found on Mondoc, that's spelled MONDAQ.com, and it's written by Kenneth Mullen of Withers LLP. I think it's based in the UK, and it's basically a guide for young startups and to like bolster their defenses when it comes against trolls, litigation, any type of problem pertaining to IP. And I'm just gonna go through the five, like, I guess, criterion. First, intellectual property tends to encompass a range of various legal rights, whether this be protecting inventions or creations of the mind. The four main types being patents, copyrights, trademarks, and design rights, trade secrets, but there are many other types, including database rights and moral rights, etc. A little confused on the moral rights aspect. And then each different type of IP protects a different aspect of someone's invention or business. Not all types of IPs need to be officially registered with the patent office or any other entity. The second is it's important for companies to distinguish what type of intellectual property will be effective and essential for its business. It's important to evaluate the type of assets the company has and what IP would be, or what like form would be best to defend that asset, whether it be commercial products, software programs, named logos, anything like that. And it can be beneficial to invest, in some research and executing kind of the right IP. And IPs can be really valuable because it protects your like essential transactional business assets and that are relevant to your business model. And then the third criterion is like you want to try your best not to disclose too much information. Let's say you have a new original idea or invention and you tell someone your ability I guess to like patent that or make it intellectual property exponentially diminishes as that becomes public knowledge, and it's important to secure the confidentiality of the product through non-disclosure agreements, any other types of contracts. The fourth checkbox would be documenting the creative process. This is from inception, the date that you had the idea, to filed, anything, any collaborative process. It can be pretty life-altering in terms of your business if anything's incorrect. And, it's important to keep records and logs for the entire process. And the fifth and final checkbox would be the execution and evolution of intellectual property. The article talks about how innovation and creativity are incredibly crucial, and the constant development of a business's intellectual property keeps it kind of on its feet and ready and flexible to alter its business model if any thing like, I guess, problems ever do come up, especially in the early stages, in order to maintain its uniqueness. And it's kind of like being its own little niche. And I hope that's a good summary of the information. Again, I went a little over. I'm sorry about that, but there's just a lot of information to cover here. I think this article was a pretty good like fundamental building block for everything that we've learned this semester in Professor Levine's class. Not as comprehensive or informative or fun, but I think having taken this class and being able to apply all my knowledge to this article is definitely it's something good to see. So I hope you guys did the same with your articles, and please comment, or if you have any questions, comment on the video. Thanks guys, see ya.